Press ups 4. Massive follow up from yesterday with someone that needed help, and they did, and they got on touch. It was brilliant. So let's go on with tonight's. So all them times I went from stuff, I had to figure out how to fix myself, because everyone was just saying, here, take a pill, here, take a pill, here, take a pill. And again, that's the plaster to the cut. Figure out how the cut happened. That's the investigation. How did that happen? So go back in time. Things will just build up on your mind. So if you've got a heavy workload, you can't. You get afraid of forgetting, so you tell your brain, don't forget, don't forget, don't forget all the time. And what happens there then is your brain says, okay, don't go to sleep, don't go to sleep, you need to remember this, you need to remember this. This is what your brain does, it keeps going, no, you need to stay awake, you need to remember this all the time. So if you think back to Harry Potter, the film, a good analogy is Dumbledore gets his wand and he extracts a memory and he puts it into a pensieve, which is like a frying pan with water in. And then he puts it in the water, and somebody else, Harry, can look into it and see the memory. So something very similar to before that, I called it my book of scribbles, because I would be sitting there at night, especially in the mess in Ballykinler as a CQ mess, which is looking after the stores. So much to think about, you're flapping, and it's the job that you don't want, okay, because it's just millions of pounds all on your flick, and weapons on your flick, and PRRs and all that garbage that you look after. And I remember lying there at night thinking, what am I going to do? So what I used to do was get my book of scribbles. So I'd have my notebook next to my bed like that, and it'd be pitch. I'd wake up and think, oh my God, I've got to do something. So think about the workload of teachers, think about the workload of people in work at the moment. It's just stress. Too much to do all the time, and it's causing you to lack of sleep. So I'd lie there, and I know everyone else used to do it, because they'd be saying, we'd chat and go, did you wake up at 4 o'clock this morning at the mess? And everyone go, yeah, I did actually. I never get my head. You can't get your head down when you've got something on your mind. So imagine the pensive then. What you do is you take your pen, and you wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and you take your pen, and with your eyes like bog-eyed because you can't see, okay, you'd write down you just write down anything you'd write down, and what you've got to do is you can't read what you're saying, but you're writing it, so it comes out like Julian age 4, but the fact is you've took it off your brain, and then your brain suddenly goes, oh, I don't need to worry about that now, because we've made a note of it. So that's it, the book of scribbles. Get things out your head, write it down straight away. And that was a massive help to me. So you've had TV therapy, which is one I gave last night, and this is the book of scribbles. As soon as you wake up, write it down, and then what you do is in the morning when you wake up with that, whatever your stress is, you chat about it. There's nobody who you serve with that's going to knock you back. There might be a few choppers, because they were choppers when they were in. So what you've got to think about is, who did you look up to? And if you're not ringing people who were 10 years above you, then that's on you. That's something you've got to deal with. Okay, I know, for instance, seen Tomo this morning. He's got my number because he was my storeman and I was his colour bloke. And he would ring me 50 times a day because we'd lost something every day. Like, no, we've lost something. We didn't. It's just some other chopper had put it somewhere. So, Tomo, what are you doing? Bell me. Don't say you've not got my number, because I haven't changed it. Yeah? Write your garbage down. Put your garbage out. Take it out your head and put it down and give it to someone else to help you with. Okay? So, that's your one for tonight. Book of scribbles. Get it out your head. Put it on a piece of paper. And then you can transfer that to a verbal the next day. Right, so let's get me press-ups done. Oh, it's not counting me now. Right, listen to this. Oh, 7, 7, 6, 6, 6, 2, 7, 4, 6, 1. Don't commit suicide. Oh, 7, 7, double 6, 6, 2, 7, 4, 6, 1. Ring that number if your head's mashed, because I'll pick up, don't matter what time it is, because I'd rather you be alive at 5:05 in the morning than topping yourself at 5. You only get one life, don't waste it. Come on, get on top of it.